As we continue our look into the sample parameters, we're going to move on into the start and end points and the loop position and length. So let's go ahead and open up this set. Again, if you have access to the project files, go to Warping, Set, and let's launch that. Now, once you've got it open, double click on drums, and we'll have that file down in here. So we can see now that it's set to start and end nowhere. And the reason because of that is if there's no warping in place, it's going to be set to just play the file back. Let's move on now to the 16th note file and double click on it, and we'll see that once the warp mode is engaged, we can now see all these parameters have access. For beginning purposes, we're going to turn off the loop. Simply click here on this loop box, and now we see that grays out. So we have a waveform start and end position. Let's play that. And when it gets to the end, it simply stops. Now we can cut this short. Let's take our start point and move it to bar 2. And then we can do this one of two ways. Simply click and hold on the triangle here and drag it over to 2. Now you can see here the number has changed. I can simply click and type a 1 or now a 2 and achieve the same thing. So we're only going to play half of this drum pattern now. Let's listen. 16th note and launching. So you can see now we're playing just the second half of this. If I bring my start point to the beginning and my end point down to bar 2, now we'll only get the first 4 beats. And playing 16th notes again, and spacebar to stop. Okay, now that's all well and good. We can cut up fragments of an entire beat and create our own. This can be particularly helpful if you want to create an additional clip. So I'm going to hold down my Option key or alternate for Windows and pull this down. And now I can create a 16th note pattern that uses only the first part. I'm going to right click and add in another scene, insert scene. I'm going to copy this down, and now I'm going to create just the 16th note variation that has the last 4 beats. So bear in mind as we work on this that as you copy a clip, it has its own settings. So let's go back to the original, tell it to be full length, and we can see that here. Clicking on this one, it's just the first 4 counts, and clicking on this copy, it's only the second 4 beats. Okay, let's go back to our full length one, and now let's work with the loop parameters. Let's go ahead and engage or turn on the loop, and now we see these parameter boxes become open. Now it's set to play from the beginning to the end and loop the entire thing. Start, beginning, loop should start at position 1 and play for a complete 2 bars. Let's listen. 16th notes. It's going to loop all the way back to the beginning and repeat over and over. Now here's where we can get very creative in terms of our start point. If I move this now to 1.3 or measure 1 beat 3, it's going to start here and recycle around as though this were the first beat. Let's listen. Now that makes our hi-hats come in at a different point. Let's see if we can add something to that to hear it. Again, double clicking on 16th. Now let's move this over to beat 2, stop, and play again. So we're simply reframing this clip against the 4 counts or the 8 counts that may already be in place. Now this is a great tool for mixing things up with drums and bass or anything. Let's go back now to this arpeggiator pad. I'm going to stop all clips and come back and launch the pad now. So here we have more of a sad feeling at 2. What would happen if we started at 2 and looped around? Okay, so I'm going to relaunch the pad. Okay, so let's launch that together with the scene. I'm going to launch now the 16th notes. And again, now let's move that arpeggiator so it starts at beat 1 and playing. And that's not too crazy, but let's go to 3-2 and launch. And so again, we're reframing this musical idea as though it were played with a different frame or a different setting within the 4 counts. So you can have fun with this start point and loop positioning to create completely new ideas from existing audio and or MIDI clips for that matter. Okay, so we're going to stop here, but next we're going to pick up on using these set points, and also we're going to jump back all the way to the beginning clip parameters and talk about our nudge.